Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Hello and welcome to today's Jworld Hangout. I'm your host, digital media specialist for Jeunesse Global. My name is Kasaya J. Welcome this morning. Joining me today, we have industry expert Adam Vincent Gilmer. Good morning, Adam.
Good morning, Kastaya.
Thank you so much for joining us on this lovely Saturday morning.
How's the weather out in Texas? I saw, is it a little warm out there?
No, it's incredibly beautiful, incredibly beautiful. We have this like cold front that came through, so I had my seat warmers on in the heat the other day, and I was like, is it July in Texas or what is going on here? But it's been really nice. Today is a high of 90, so we are gonna enjoy the weather, that's for sure. Pause myself in the background.
No problem.
So, guys, thanks so much for tuning in live. We're really excited about today's call. Hopefully, you had a chance to join us last week when we started talking about J-Mobile and some of the new features that the company has launched today. We're going to do a continuation. So, this is part two of your J-Mobile training. But before we get started, just a couple quick announcements. This Monday, Monday evening, Darren Jensen is going to do our Exec Connect call. So very important that you tune in, find out what's going on with the company. We have very, very exciting news with new markets that are rolling out. So you won't want to miss that call. Also, hopefully you'll make it in Macau. Adam and myself will be there at Expo
Absolutely.
5. Very, very exciting time for the company, celebrating 5 years in business and giving away 5 Mercedes-Benz. So I don't know about you, but I would not mind having an extra Benz in my garage. So
That's great.
good reason not only to come and connect with people, but lots of great giveaways, lots of information on how to build your business, live entertainment, and a great time to really connect with like-minded entrepreneurs who are wanting the same things in life as you. And so these are really great events to inspire not only yourself, but I think each other. So I'm looking forward to it. If you see me, come and say hello. I'd love to meet you. Um, we're going to try to keep today's call a little bit on the shorter side. I know sometimes we tend to go a little longer because the information's so good and we get on a roll and we're talking about all these amazing things. But today we're going to try to do the first 30 minutes. We're going to try to keep really focused on J-Mobile, how to use it. We have lots of questions that have come in. So during the call, if you have questions, please leave them in the sidebar. Leave them in the sidebar of hangouts.jeunesseglobal.com in the comments area, or if you're on Google Plus, leave them in the comment section below, because at the 30-minute mark, we are going to go into a live Q&A session where we'll be able to actually answer the questions that you have. I believe this is a great forum to do that because by helping you, we help other people who have the same struggles or who are dealing with the same issues. So
Awesome.
on that note, leave your comments. Thanks for joining, and we're going to go ahead and get started. So I'm going to pull up my device so you guys can see my screen here. Just give me 1 second.
Yeah, so this channel comes to you commercial free, right? There's no commercials that run. And we do our best to make sure that we give you the nuts and bolts to how to make the prospecting or sampling or selling of the Jeunesse Global products through these incredible tools. So that's why we put all this stuff together. And I think if Kasaya is ready, we'll go live with her screen. But J-Mobile is an incredible device, and there's brand new updates. So if you're on an Apple or if you're on an Android and you haven't got the latest version, what you want to do is you make sure that you remove the version from your current phone and then re-download it. So that we have the latest version of what's happening. There are updates that happen almost weekly now with J-Mobile, and a lot of people are starting to use these fabulous tools.
Do you see my screen?
We see your screen live.
Awesome. Okay. So now that you are looking at my screen, I am logged into J-Mobile. So very simple to log in and very simple to download. As a matter of fact, today I shared on our fan page how you can download this app. So if you don't have it on your device, go to joffice.jeunesseglobal.com, and that's where you're prompted to log into your back office. But there are live links to the Google Play Store as well as the Apple App Store to be able to give you the download right on your mobile device or tablet, whatever it is that you're using. So if you have Android, we've got you covered. And if you're on an Apple device, which is what I'm showing you today, we also have you covered. I wanted to let you know last week when we did the call, people were confused because what I was showing you was not what was coming up on the Android device. I did get a notification page how you can from our tech team that we would be having the brand new download. Everything is working fluidly. And if you go into the Google Play Store and download JMobile for Android, it will look exactly like what you're seeing on the screen today. We apologize for whatever reason the newest version didn't go through to the Google Play Store, but it is in there now. So go and get it if you don't have it. Quick overview. When we log in, you are going to use your Jeunesse username to log into this device. So for example, let me just log out very quickly and show you. This is your home page of JMobile. Now, up here, it will say, please enter your URL, site URL, but you don't actually need a URL. The only thing you need is just your handle. So, for example, I'm using a test account. It's tester.jeunesseglobal.com. This would be whatever your username was that you've chosen, followed by your password. And then I like to toggle this keep me connected because then I don't have to log in every time I want to use the app. And that also allows for the push notifications to come through, which I'll show you in just a minute. I'm going to go ahead and log in. The first thing that you're going to see is going to be your business snapshot. So this is the same exact thing you see in your Joffice, just a quick overview of what's happening in your business. If you want to refresh it and get it in real time, just hit this little refresh button right here and it will recalculate. So business overview, and then what you want to do is just come up here to this little menu bar, click there, and it's going to pull up your menu. If you click on home, it brings this back up, but we're going to go the My Leads area. We talked about this last week, but just to give you a brief overview, these are all of the same leads that are going to show up in your My Leads area of your back office. So now everything is totally synced. It all works very, very well together. You can import from your contact list. And a quick update that we didn't cover last week, it's something we had talked about. Everyone wants to be able to just add one contact at a time. You can absolutely do that right from your contacts in your device. So I could easily add a contact from my phone into my leads area. Not only will it go here, but it will also go in my back office so I can use it there as well. The other really cool thing that you can do is if I click on a lead, say this lead came in through the internet, but it didn't, I don't have that person saved in my phone. All you have to do is create a new contact, and now you've got that new lead in your mobile device. So it's great because you can take contacts that are in your phone and put them in your database, and you can also take contacts that are in your database and put them in your phone. So this is a great way to keep in touch. We are in the relationship business, so everything we're doing is about building relationships, and it's so important to keep in touch with your team and follow up with everyone. Going into the groups feature, this is something that some people have been confused about, but what it does is really makes it easy for you to segment your leads and segment the people who you're reaching out to. I know a lot of you guys have hundreds and hundreds, sometimes thousands of people that you want to market your business to. It's really good to stay organized rather than try to just mass text people or mass message people. So this allows you to break it down. However, we are making it available so that you no longer have to form a group to send a message. To send a message, you can actually do what we're calling a one-off or just a single message. Before, you had to create a group in order to send an SMS campaign, and now you can do them one at a time. So your group feature is fantastic. The other thing that I want to mention, by the end of this week, we are creating a group feature that will allow you to message your teams. Adam, I'm sure this is something that you can chime in on, how important it is to keep in touch with your team. Right now, it's very difficult unless it's your personally sponsored enrollees. You don't have the contact information for your team. Are you there, Adam?
I'm right here, yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. I just wanted you to chime in because you know what we're doing with being able to group message our teams. So like our team is really big and lots of people have all kinds of people all over the United States, all over the world actually. So sometimes it's difficult to get everyone to join a conference call or to get everyone in the loop. And so what we're going to do is be able for you to create a group that would just be your downline or your organization, and then you can send them information to invite them to a call. How amazing is that feature going to be?
Well, it's amazing, and the cool thing is that most people don't realize this. When you build a big sales organization, you're only really communicating with maybe in 2 to 3 to 4% of those people. Meaning, maybe you personally enroll them, or maybe on levels 1 or 2, or maybe on level 3. But as you progress in the sales organization, it goes through level 7, and most people don't realize that 96% or so of those folks never really get to hear from their upline sponsor or the leader at the top of the group. And so, it's really great to be able to message and connect with all those folks, because that way there could be more leadership. We can have new people take the reins and understand what they have to do to build the business. And it just aids you in helping you build your entire sales organization. So an incredible new update and feature for the J mobile application. Awesome stuff.
I love that one too. And just so you guys know, that will not be tracked. And that was something that everyone had asked for. Like, hey, if we just want to send a text message to our group so we can communicate. One, we put everybody in that group, so the contacts are now in our phone and we have everything handled. So I can just at one time say, okay, I'm going to go to my team or my organization or JFire or whatever the name of your team is, and then you put your contacts in there. You can continually add to it. You can also remove from it, but they won't be tracked. So if I send a text message that says, hey, our Jworld call is going live, guys, hop on, or Tuesday night we're going to do a conference call, here's the phone number and PIN code, dial in, I'm certainly not going to want an alert from all the people that are going to open that message. So we will make a feature where you're able to turn the alert on or not have it on. Now, it is important to have the alerts on. If I'm sending a video campaign or if I'm sending a peak interest video to someone, I certainly want to see when they open it. So we're making sure that it's as user-friendly for you guys as possible. I'm not going to go into the SMS campaigns or the video campaigns, but I told you that we had put a lot of the company videos in here for you to be able to text them directly. We know that 70% of people who are accessing the internet are doing so from their mobile device, and so text messaging absolutely works. This is quicker and easier than sending a email for you guys. If someone just says, hey, I'm definitely more interested in Jeunesse, and you want to send a quick video for them, you can scroll down, go down, and find the secrets of Jeunesse, which is right here. Select next, and you can either choose to send it to a group, or if you just highlight it and you tap on this little area right here, this little arrow up, it's going to give you the option to send it as a message, email it, or tweet it out or put it on your Facebook wall. But this is where you can send what I call a one-off. So I just hit message and I'll be able to text message a link to that video to my prospect or to my friend or to someone who's asking me more about the business. Very simple. The video is already hosted for you, which means if I click on it, it will start to play. It comes up in your video player. It's completely linked back to you and your storefront, so there's nothing in there that will take them anywhere other than a connection to your Jeunesse store, which is fantastic because you want to be sharing information with people, but you also want them to buy from you or join your business, so it keeps everything completely connected. What I wanted to cover today, because we didn't have time last week, was specifically your business management tools. So the interesting thing about JMobile is you've got business building tools where you can send the peak interest videos, all the things I just talked about. This is to build your business. But then there's an area here to run and manage your business. You guys are all running a virtual online business. That's what Jeunesse is. That's your franchise. It's hosted online. Essentially, you're all online business owners. It's amazing. So wouldn't it be nice if you could run your business on the go? And now you can, and that's the point of using JMobile. We want to make sure you could see important information. If you're on the go, actually sign up a new sponsor. You can literally add someone to your downline just inside of your app or on an iPad if you're at an event. So this is, again, where you would put your handle, whatever that would be. This one's obviously Tester. So if I hit sign up for Jeunesse, it takes us right to the online application, which is what we call responsive, meaning if you're on an iPad, it's going to fit that frame. If you're on a desktop, it will fit that frame. I'm here on my iPhone, and look how beautifully it comes up. It's very easy to navigate, simple for the average person to be able to use. No need for paper applications. You can pull out your phone and add a new distributor to your business on the go. Absolutely love that feature. Also, like Adam said earlier, the people that you sponsor, who are you keeping in touch with on your team? Because as your team continues to grow and hundreds and thousands of people start to join your business, that's a lot of people to try to keep track of, and it's really not possible. But you can see your personal enrollees. So under the people I sponsor, and again, this is a test account, so yours will look completely different, but I encourage you to log in and see what it looks like. you'll actually be able to see your personal enrollees and what that looks like. So I'm going to come down here and let's see, I want to find one that already has some information in it. So under this test, if I click on it, it tells me what their site URL is. So I know sometimes we don't always use our first and last names, .Jeunesse Global. Sometimes people use healthy aging or, you know, something very interesting or something that fits their business. So this will tell me what their URL is. It will give me their name, their email address, their contact phone numbers, and their address. I like that feature, and it's only on your personal enrollees. Obviously, they're not giving you information to everyone unless it's personal, but I think that's great. And I encourage you guys sometimes to take things offline. I would encourage you maybe to mail a card when you personally and sponsor someone into your business, especially when you're just getting started, because it is such a personal business. I think it's important to make a personal touch. I think it's important not only to call them, if you can drop a card in the mail, send them a thank you or welcome them and encourage them to continue to pursue the business, because it is a long-term investment and you're going to be working with those people for quite some time. I'm going to come back and go back to the menu bar. So that's the people I sponsor, important contact information. Now, messages. Let's load. Adam, chime in at any time if you want to add to
What one of the things I have is I have a welcome to my Facebook page, and I also have a welcome to my business. And when I know somebody's in my business, so when I make friends with people on Facebook or what have you, I send them the welcome to my Facebook page, and there's a 30-second video that basically introduces them to, like, you know, what I'm about. I have a daily motivational message, blah, 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 that kind of stuff. And then when somebody joins my Jeunesse business in my group, I have another video that I send them, which is all about building business. And once again, like Isaiah said, sending out that little note, letting people know that, hey, here you are as the leader in the upline. All these things are important. And the reason, once again, once you've recorded these can be stored up on your Facebook page. And, you know, once you've made friends with them and you know these folks are in your sales organization or business and they're your new business partners, you can give them more information about who you are and really what you're about, which is a nice way of connecting. If you can't immediately do a hangout or a Skype call, it's a nice way to let them know who you are, and you invite that person to connect with you and message you. And that way you've got great communication going on, so you can actually connect on levels 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on and so forth inside your sales organization, which is a great way for you to keep that communication up. And as we know, this is a relationship business, so you got to keep things in the right relationship and just make sure that you market and you get the right things going on with that individual.
I just want to chime in there, not to go off track, but I think it's so important that people realize that this business has to work synergistically. So not only in direct selling, but just in business in general. I think you can only do so much offline, and then you have to use social media. You really have to have an online presence, because people want to go and do their own research. They want to do their homework. They want to look at stuff. But at the same time, when we're out and about, we also need to talk to people. We need to make that contact. And so it's really, really important that you find the balance of your marketing mix, which means sometimes you got to take things offline, online, send them a video or send them the information. And then sometimes you got to take things online, offline. Maybe you can't meet that person, but dropping a card in the mail is something that's totally tangible. But also, like Adam says, shooting a quick video. It's so easy. Most computers have built-in webcams. It's very easy to record something, pop it up on YouTube, and just share the link with people to welcome them. But it is really important to have that high touch, because we're in such a high-tech age. Sometimes we lose the ability to really connect with people. So don't be thinking that social media is this like real quick thing where you can hurry up and get on and sponsor thousands of people into your business. It doesn't work that way. It's like anything. It's an extension of who we are. So very important that you find the balance between what I like to call your marketing mix, or offline versus online. So I hope that that gives you guys a little bit of information on how to maybe use that a little bit better.
Excellent. Excellent.
Go ahead. Did you want to?
No, I was just going to say, so this week I had a few people from my team. They contacted me. We did a three-way call with a prospect, and you know, some of the team members don't have the J-Mobile installed on their phone. So one of the things that I've been able to do as an upline is be able to shoot out a video to that particular individual. And the one-touch videos that have been added, Kasaya, or what's the one-touch? it's not the campaigns, but it's actually all the videos that exist in the phone. People, I don't think people have really gotten around to seeing how effective those one text email or one text videos actually are. This week, we did some incredible things around the world. We sent text messages over to Russia, which Russia's rolling out, so we've got some new Russian leaders coming on board, and that's a major announcement in the company, of course. But the point is that the text messages carry, and the cool thing is, I don't know if people understand this, around the world, in over 102 countries, you can send these particular text messages to a person's phone if they have an Android type or an iPhone device, and what you're doing is they get to see the business firsthand. Which is really, really stellar. And the success that I've had of introducing the business to a new prospect, remember that's what three-way calls are for. I've been using the secret of Jeunesse, and that video is absolutely amazing. So I think maybe one of the things we can show people here this morning, Kasaya, is kind of how you would queue that up inside your phone. Because, and here's the other thing, like I said at the onset, we run this thing commercially free. Your job is to make sure that you download the latest version of the app. I have had some people that, like, what are you talking about, the new videos? I'm like, okay, awesome. Erase the old app, install the new one, and then they get it and like, oh my God, no, these tools existed.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. It's so important that we recognize what tools are available. And also, I want people to understand too, if you're using the text messaging feature, it's going to use whatever your current plan is. So if you don't have an international texting plan, then by all means, please don't send international text messages. But that's
All
what's
right.
about Facebook, right? Like I have people from Japan and Chile and Alaska and people all over the world always commenting or messaging me on Facebook. And so you can also use those social media platforms that are free, and that's a great way to distribute the video links as well. So just keep in mind when you're texting or when you're using those that your own carrier rates will apply because it's coming directly from you, which I think is also amazing. It's not coming from an outside service or from a short code somewhere. It's coming from
Yep.
your phone, your device, which makes it so incredibly personal. And in just a couple minutes, I'm going to walk you through how to do that. And I'm also going to give you some tips on things you can say when you're sending a personalized text message or you want to share the secrets of Jeunesse video with
Another
people.
important
What
piece.
exactly do you say to introduce these videos?
Very important. Very important.
But you know what, Adam? You mentioned something really cool, which is right inside of my app. It's the next thing that I wanted to talk about, actually, is
Awesome.
your messages feature inside of your JMobile app. So if I go over here to messages, these are actually all of the communication that has gone through from corporate. So these are the corporate e-blast, but like Adam just mentioned, something really, really cool. Jeunesse is now pre-launching in Russia. So if you missed this email or it didn't make it to your inbox, let's just add that to the over 100 countries that you are now doing business in because you are a business owner in Jeunesse. That's incredible to have an online business that's open 24/7 in over 100 countries around the world. Absolutely an amazing feat. So I congratulate you. But this is incredible. So the exact e-blast that you're seeing inside of your inbox is now available right from your mobile device. You can print it, you can forward it. There's all kinds of other things that you can do. Like, for example, if I wanted to send this to someone else, I can just forward it right by clicking the this little arrow on the bottom of my device. So if you want to invite someone, for example, if you got the Jworld hangout webinar and you said, oh, that's really cool, Adam and Kasaya are the bomb.com and I want to invite my team to make sure that they don't miss out on this, you can forward it from your phone.
That's a good website name.
Shameless plug, right?
I said that's a great URL. Adam and Kasaya, thebomb.com. That's pretty funny.
Bomb.com, I love it. So really cool. You can do your messages. You can also organize this. So if you want to delete something, you can just swipe from right to left and delete it. You can also manage your folders down here by going to your inbox or your trash can. But a lot of people say, oh, I didn't know about the Blitz meetings that were taking place in Canada. But
Mhm.
if you missed them, then check here to make sure that you're getting all of the emails that are coming through because right now there's like Fall into Fortune. That's one of the campaigns that's going now. So just like we have Shoot the Sapphire, Fall into Fortune is a way for you and your team to make more money. And we are in business, and guess what? It is okay to make money. So you want to follow up and figure out what's going on, what promotions are running in the company. Let's see here. So we'll go back. One other thing I wanted to tell you about this, and I just lost it. What was it? I don't remember. Moving on. You can also run custom reports. So not all of the reports that you can run in your Joffice are available, but the most pertinent ones are. So these were from the field. They said these are the most important, most used reports that we use. Can you please make them available on the go? So your commissions, how many times you've cycled, your cycles per month or order, sponsorship. These are all reports that are available in your Joffice, but now on your mobile device. So the same way that you would run your reports in your back office, you can run right from your phone on the go. So if I wanted to check my cycles, I can fix my start date, my end date. These are completely adjustable, so you can figure out when you want it to run and then view, and the system will calculate it for you. I don't know if this, because it's a test account, doesn't have anything here, but yours obviously will read based on the amount of business that you're doing. So another feature for you guys to be able to run reports. And then your Joffice web. This is because, like I said, not a lot of the features that are available in your Joffice are available in your mobile app. So the app, even though it has a ton of great features, it's not meant to replace your actual back office. This isn't a replacement like use this only. This is just, hey, we really want to help you run your business on the go. Here's the tools that you need to do it. But you definitely want to log into your Joffice. It's super, super important. So when I click this, it's actually going to open in my phone internet browser, which happens to be Safari. But this will give me the mobile version of my Joffice. So you can see members only profile, my shop, my wallet, my help desk, all my J tools. All of those things are going to be available from this side of the platform. So let me open my app again. Your alerts, we had talked about this, being able to know when you send a video to people, they have links that are trackable, and that's how we're able to see what's taking place in your business. So if I know I sent a peak interest video to Adam, I'm going to get an alert that says he opened it. I think that's a fantastic thing to know, right? It's like we like to see red receipts on text messages, or we like to know when people opened the emails so that we have verification that they got it. Well, this is going to do just that. So the link is clickable. When they click on the link, it gives us an alert to let us know that that video has been opened. Really, really important for your business, because we always say the fortune is in the follow-up, and this is the perfect opportunity for you to follow up with that lead whenever you have someone open the video. The other alerts, let me just look through my papers really quick. The other alerts that come through that you're not seeing there because they haven't taken place in this test account are things like when you cycle, when someone joins your business. So if you have a new enrollee, you'll actually get a notification that says you have a new business partner. Also, if someone orders a sample, if you're part of the sampling program inside of Jeunesse, you will also get a notification letting you know that a sample has been ordered. So the alerts feature, really, really cool, super usable. Also, the tutorials on how to run your business. So click on English, and then this gives you the JMobile overviews, also how to use your JCloud, what the different features are that I'm showing you today, all available inside of your tutorial function in your J Drive. So if you click that, you will get tutorials from yours truly. So right inside of your app, you can learn how to use it. And then moving down in the JCloud, that's all of the company files. These are downloadable, which means they're going to take up space on your device, but you still have access to them. So if I wanted to download something in my members area, like under media, if I wanted to, oh, not under media, that's music. If I want to go into my Joffice and download a document of some sort and then print it out, I could do that from my mobile device, which is really incredible. But keep in mind, you're actually downloading the file. These aren't links, so they're going to take up space. But you know, in a nutshell, we're at the 12:30 mark, and that is a brief overview of what your J Mobile app offers you. And there's always more coming. We're trying to make this as cutting edge as possible, as user friendly as possible. So there's lots of great things that are inside of your J Mobile app. So I know that one of the questions that I had gotten, Adam, was from a user who said, "How do I personalize these text messages?" So moving into Q&A. When you send a SMS campaign, or you send one of these little peak interest videos, so let's say we want to send making money through social media. So this would be the video that I want to send. It's coming from my storefront. When I go to text this to someone, and this is what your player looks like, by the way. When people receive this on their mobile device, this is what they're seeing. The video, this would be from you or your name there. And then they can call you, text you, email you, order a sample if you have samples available, join your business, or visit your replicated website. So this is what your custom player looks like. So everything links back to you. But let me take you back here and just show you when I go to text message this. Okay, so let's say I want to send this to Adam. Perfect. What this comes up on your actual device, so the company has this pre-populated, okay? So when I go to send this to someone, it automatically says, I knew you'd like this. So the question I've been getting is, Kasaya, how do I customize it? Like, what do you recommend saying to someone? So Adam, I'd love to hear your feedback on things that you do, tips we can give our viewers on how to make these so much better when people get them.
All right, the first thing to do is make sure you use the person's name, right? So that's like an important feature. In other words, if Kasai is sending it to me and she's prospecting me, she wants to make sure that she uses, hey, Adam, so she makes it personal to me. The other thing is you can edit the text on there. Now, don't edit any of the HTML link, okay? Don't do any of that editing. That editing's there for you already, but I knew you'd like this can be edited. So, you know, Kasai could say, hey, Adam, here's how I'm learning how to monetize social media, or here's how I'm monetizing social media, and hit the send button. And when that happens, it'll pop through here on my phone, and it's personalized to me. The other cool thing is that if you've had a conversation with somebody prior to them getting the text message, you want to inside this little text, you know, comment on basically great connecting with you over the phone. Here's the text message I told you I would send you, Susan or Kasaya or Adam or Jane or whoever. In other words, that way the follow-up's really good and it's pertinent to the messaging that you've actually set up, so that whether it was a conference call that you did and the follow-up was this, or you were sending this out to your initial friends or contact, hey, I just found out how to hi Kasaya, I just found out how to monetize social media. Check out this video. That's another way to make it work. Once again, the company has to put something in there. So they've said, you know, I knew you'd like this, but you can go in there and actually edit that text, making it personal and making it come from you, so that once again it's relevant to the messaging that you're getting across to your new prospect or the individual that you're connecting with.
I absolutely love that. I think what you just said was phenomenal. It's so important that you guys use first names too. Like, there's nothing I dislike more than if someone sends me a video to watch, sends me something that they want me to look at or review for them, and it's not personalized. I can tell that it kind of just came like out in bulk, or they sent it to multiple people. So let's be sure to use people's first names. I know it's going to take a little bit more time for you to customize these, but I think it's really important that you take note and actually take the time to build that rapport. It's the small things that make a big difference long term. So I encourage you to do that. The other thing, Adam, did you ask me to share just a one-off video? What were you asking?
Yeah, so the one-off video I love is like, so I know, and a lot of people haven't, like in the Generation Young page inside JBuilder, everything's set up to be to introduce Jeunesse, right? The general audience is Secret of Jeunesse video, which is an incredible video that walks through every aspect of the business. Now it's 14 minutes long, but I'm telling the audience it's 14 minutes long. The viewer doesn't know that it's 14 minutes long. But the great thing is that you have their undivided attention, and they get to see how awesome our marketing is here at Jeunesse. And so I love sending that one out when I'm trying to connect with somebody. Now, you know, if somebody tells me they want to know about social media, obviously we use the campaign videos and what have you. But I also use John and Jody. I also use the Serum one too for sampling. So for right now, I think we can just go down to the bottom there, Kasaya. There you go. And at the bottom, you got the Secret of Jeunesse. Okay. And I love using that one because it gives somebody a general overview of everything that we're talking about. And it allows to have various questions generated by the prospect or the person that you sent it to. So they get a full introduction. It's professional. It's a canned 14 minutes long. It walks through the process. And the cool thing is that now you've got lots of stuff to talk about and follow up with. Whether the person watched the whole 14 minutes or the version doesn't really matter. What matters is that you sent out the personal message. And this has also worked for me. By the way, I've also done some special things with these links. I use them for Facebook messaging, Josiah, because
Great. You absolutely can.
yeah, because it's very, very simple. It's a one-touch thing. Once again, I go into Bitly and I've created my own links and I attach what this is, and the beautiful thing, it shows up and so you just gotta be a little flexible. But the nice thing is that this video that's up on the screen now will walk you through everything that the company has, everything that Jeunesse has from start to finish. The fact that it's a global platform, incredible product with incredible owners, and you get to be part of this. And that's the other thing, because I published this on my Facebook page the other day. I went and took a look at how much it would cost to start like a GNC or a Vitamin Shop, right? And not to say that those stores compete with us. It's just that I want people to understand that there's tons of people that want to make more money and have a better life. And the video that we're talking about, the Secret Jeunesse video, walks a person through this. How can they make more money online? How can they have a happier or better life? And it answers these questions. So I posted this on my Facebook page the other day, and what I found out, what I shared with my audience was, it costs between $167,000, Kasaya, to $280,000 to franchise one of those stores. Okay, and when somebody jumps in, and by the way, they don't, when you get one of those franchises, there's a proven system, there's training videos, there's support staff, there's ongoing hangouts and support from the company that you just spent the money to franchise with. Well, check this out, right? We got incredible videos that have unbelievable awards. Everybody has one of these, right? The mobile devices. So we have stuff that is high touch, high tech, and watch this. It was $49.95 to start your business, $1,000 to become an ambassador inside the company, right? Which is the big time package or so, $1,099. The best way to get started. Of course, there's other packages in between. But if I put them in comparison of 280,000 or 167,000 to less than $2,000 to come on in, and watch this. Build a business in 102 countries around the world with a global system. I think if people came in and spent a lot more money on the business, and they got the J-Mobile app and they got everything else, they start to really understand the tools that they have versus it just being free. And that's the tipping point. The tipping point is, because it's free, people aren't going, okay, well, how do I make all this stuff work? So if we're connecting with the audience this morning, if you were going to start one of those other franchise companies, you'd be investing a ton more money. And you would expect them to have all this stuff together. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Jeunesse has all this together for you. And what Kasaya and myself do is walk you through why you want to be so connected to all this stuff, because when you share the videos like the Jeunesse, Secret of Jeunesse video, what have you, it allows people to see the level of commitment that the company has, even though the commitment to start the business isn't huge, which is what makes direct sales network marketing so powerful. The contrast is you can build a massive business from the comfort of your own home, having all these great tools with you, your mobile phone, a laptop computer, or desktop, what have you, or even an iPad or some other pad, and you're in business for yourself. Truly amazing, and hopefully I made my point in there of the differences of high cost versus super low cost to get started, but high touch and high tech stuff, and Jeunesse is delivered on all that stuff, which is amazing.
You're absolutely right. Not to continue on, but I always think, who is it in the world that makes the most money? We know that the most wealthy people on the planet are business owners. And if you guys are in Jeunesse, and you are, then that makes you a business owner. Behind business owners, you have artists, musicians, athletes. And when I think about those people, I think of people who are completely masterful in their craft, the very best of the best. So you guys are a business owner. Next thing you want to do is focus on making yourself better, learning as much as you possibly can about the business, about these tools. This is not the future. This is the now. I mean, you're going to be able to run your car from your Facebook profile. This is the future. We're adjusting the temperatures in our home from our cell phones. We're doing all these things. I mean, tech is no longer like out here. It's now. It's happening right now. So we invite you on this journey. I think Jeunesse is incredible that they have the foresight to see not only anti-aging is a huge marketplace, but through technology, it's a skill set that everyone needs to have and wants to learn. And we're providing an amazing platform for you to be able to do that, the tools that you need. And I really encourage you. You might not be a tech wizard like me and Adam. You guys might not follow all the different things that we talk about, but you know what? You're giving yourself a shot by just being here, by watching this hangout, and by doing the things on a daily basis that lead to success. So if it's taking 5 actions every day, logging into your back office, using JBuilder, using JSocial, sending those text messages, you are on your way to a victory. Because if you can just do the small things and just win every single day over a year, the next year, then you start seeing your business grow, you start helping team members grow, you're learning new skill sets. People who have higher skill sets make more money in the marketplace. So as you continue to
Correct.
develop your skills, I'm telling you, it's like learning to ride a bike. You will fall off and scrape your knee. You got to get back up, get on the bike, and keep going. You got your training wheels on. Pretty soon, take your training wheels off, and then before you know it, you're kicking back and going down the hill 30 miles an hour. So I just really want to encourage you guys to continue. There's I know it's 12:40, Adam. There's one more question that I want to ask you, if you're willing to take.
Yeah, of course, always.
All right. So I had an email come in earlier this week from a Lena Novak. Hi, Lena, if you're watching today. Thank you so much for your wonderful, wonderful message. I think it's really important that we talk about it on the Hangout. She says, I have a question regarding social media. When I get requests to connect, I really don't like to accept invitations from other MLM distributors from other companies.
Oh, let's cover this one.
Oh, I know, right?
Oh my God.
The
Lena, we're going to help you this morning, girl.
I know, right?
Getting all excited.
So the concern is that she feels that there's a possibility people will try to poach her people. But when it comes to distributors in Jeunesse, not really a big deal. She's like, I typically accept people who are in the same business as me. What do you suggest? Like, if there's people in my own backyard, should I connect with them, especially if they're in Jeunesse? Like, does it make business sense not to accept? I really don't understand how LinkedIn uses the need to know people that I expose my contacts to, because I have lots of contacts in excess of 500. If their posts or campaigns are going out to my people and they're seeing that, same is true with Facebook. So what kind of perspective do you have, Adam? How can we talk about this and help people overcome this issue?
Okay, so that new user's her name was Lena?
Lena, yeah.
All right, Lena, excellent question. This is awesome for everybody. First things first, this is your Facebook and all the social media is your channel. It's your brand, okay? So you want as many followers and subscribers as possible, okay? Second is that I'm friends with all network marketing companies, distributors, and there's a reason for that. The reason is because if somebody's inside another company and they're working X, Y, and Z company, and maybe that company doesn't have as cool marketing tools or like we have, I want them to see the marketing tools and stuff that we have, so that we become a shiny object. And as far as other people going after and poaching your people inside Facebook and LinkedIn and Pinterest and Twitter, blah, 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 look, it's a free market economy. I'm a capitalist, and Lena, you should be a capitalist, and here's what you do. Go and make friends with other people's friends. Okay, this is the digital age. You don't need to wait around to say, do I need to accept just these friends and what have you. There's no way I know all my followers on Twitter. There's no way I know all my followers on Facebook. I don't even know all the people inside my sales organization. Okay, I'm just telling you the way it is. So you should not have any fear whatsoever of having people come and going after your people, this and the other. The person with the personal relationship wins. Okay, so it doesn't matter what the messaging is. If it was Target doing the messaging to all of the people in Facebook because they paid to do it, they're going to target everybody. If it was Neiman Marcus or any of the other stores, or Best Buy as an example, or Southwest Airlines that's running around on Facebook saying, help us share and get free tickets and stuff like that, all of it's geared towards influence and leverage of having people move in a certain way. But in network marketing and direct selling, it's a personal relationship. So, I encourage anybody to become friends with me on Facebook. Go after anybody you like inside my friends list. Good luck. If you have a personal relationship with them, you're going to win over somebody just randomly selecting somebody and saying, oh, let me go and join this particular business. And the last thing is that when you're building your brand, you want other direct sellers and networkers and other companies to know who you are And as you're building your business and rank advancing, whether you go from Sapphire Elite to, Crown, Double Crown, Imperial, Diamond in the company, okay? The reason why you want people to know that is you are creating your leadership,
Yes.
and that's very, very important in our business. So don't be shy, Lena. Get out there and make friends with some folks and forge those relationships.
Adam, I couldn't agree more. And my perspective on that is I love connecting with everyone from direct sales.
And I got your text you sent me, by the way.
Oh, good, I'm glad.
Sorry.
I feel like, MLM or pyramid marketing or direct selling, like my mission is to make direct selling sexy. I think that this is the most viable business model. This is the business model. It's been misunderstood for years, for very, very long. And I think now
Right.
people more than ever are starting to embrace it. They're starting to say, you know what, I don't want to go to work for someone else from 9 to 5. I don't have $150,000 to start a franchise. That could fail because a lot of them do.
Yep.
So maybe this is a good thing for me. I commend anyone who owns a business. You know what? I've got a ton of girlfriends who are in all kinds of different businesses, and I think they're amazing. Jeunesse might not be the right fit for everybody, and something else might not be the right fit for you.
Exactly.
Okay. They are pursuing the same kind of dreams and ideals to better themselves. It's all personal development. And you know what? If they have the guts to go out and start their own business, then I want to be friends with them because they're my kind of people. They're my kind of people, and I want to be seeing their news. I want to be seeing their stuff in my news feed, and I want them to be seeing the stuff that I share in my news feed. I think we should promote the things we love, never bash the things that we hate. I think that there are so many other companies that are doing absolutely incredible and amazing things. They're changing people's lives and giving people a chance to make incomes that they would have never seen at a job that they worked. So by all means, I would say connect. And the other thing, I know you have something to say. One last point.
That's okay. Go ahead. Go ahead.
The other thing that I have to say is, you know what? You don't own anyone. No one owns anyone. Don't ever try to get your people. They're not your people. They volunteered to do business with you. This is a volunteer sales force, and if they decide to go in business with you, then obviously you're doing something right. But don't ever feel like you own your people. People don't want to be owned. It's just like in relationships, they say when love becomes a task, you lose it because it's an obligation. It's no longer because you want to be with that person. It's because you're obligated to be with that person. Same thing in business. You don't own these people. By all means, I say I think there's abundance. I think there's plenty for everyone. If someone was in my business and decides to go somewhere else, I would bid them adieu and wish them all the luck in the world.
Absolutely.
I want everyone to succeed. And please, just when you think of that, like, Jeunesse is amazing and I absolutely love it. But if people let them pursue what it is that they need to pursue and don't ever come from a place of fear, let's come from a place of love and abundance, knowing that we're making a difference and a positive difference in people's lives when they see our posts. Adam, back to you.
I was going to say, I watch CNN, I watch Fox News, I watch the local news for Los Angeles, I watch CBS, NBC, MSN, right? So why? Well, I like to get different point of views, and because your Facebook page is your point of view. Most people, they're giving their status update. It's a personal attachment to say, listen, here's what I'm thinking. Same thing in Twitter and somebody other, or a picture that you like on Pinterest, or whatever the case is. It's a personal preference, and other people are going to find that either attractive or not attractive. So if you make it attractive, people are going to flow into you. Like attracts like in this great law. And that's exactly what Kasai was talking about. Also coming from the space of abundance, saying that everybody can make it. Listen, everybody can, because just because somebody's doing something inside Jeunesse doesn't mean that that they haven't decided to buy Jeunesse products, okay? Or maybe they haven't used Jeunesse products yet. They may have started out with just the skincare and they haven't gone to affinity yet. The point is that you have to have your marketing work inside your Facebook page to attract people to you, so they get to find out more about your personality, what you're like, what you don't like, what you stand for, and that's what's going to forge those relationships and come together. It's been very, very rare that I put something up on my Facebook page and somebody's joining my business. But when somebody likes it, let's say somebody likes a particular post, and I follow up with that person, they're not in my business, and then they get to find out a little bit more about me, and then they end up liking similar interests or similar personalities, then the person's like, hey, what do you do for a living, this, that, and the other. There's no sense in hitting somebody over the head right away with your business. It's just you got to have a personal relationship first. So I encourage Lena to have as many friends as possible. Invite them all in. By the way, you can always block somebody on any one of these social networking sites that you don't like.
Yeah, you can. And I know for a lot of people, they always say like privacy is an issue. So if you don't feel comfortable sharing certain things about your life, then by all means don't share it. If
Don't
you
do
don't want
it.
to
Yeah.
accept someone's friend request, you don't have to. If someone doesn't like the stuff that you post, too bad. They can do whatever they
So
do.
what?
Like if I hear people say too, like, I don't want to be marketing all the time. Oh, well, then I guess you don't want to make any money, because marketing is how you run a business. You have to market. Listen, you have to ask for the sale. People, you only get in life what you ask for. You don't get in life what you deserve. You get in life what you expect, and you get in life what you ask for. You have got to go out there and ask people to join your business. And that's not, me sending out a Facebook post. It's like, hey, who wants to sign up in my business today? That's not it. Building those relationships, and then saying to someone, are you ready to make a decision to change your life? Are you ready to get started pursuing your very best life? Are you ready to start your future right now? Because it might take 6 months, it might take a year, it might take 2 years, 5 years. Okay, this isn't 30 days and you become diamond. Very,
No.
very few, if anyone has ever done that. This is a long-term relationship. And let me tell you the other thing too. I'd be real picky about who you did business with. Maybe it's time you flip the switch. Maybe instead of saying, oh, I need people to join my business, maybe you should sit back and say, I only want these kinds of people to do business with, because you're going to spend a lot more time and energy trying to keep people hanging on who aren't self-motivated, who aren't driven for the same things, and who don't actually who aren't able to self-start or follow the directions to be successful. Not everybody can be successful in this business. That's maybe the wrong verbiage. Anyone, it's an equal playing field, but you have to choose to put the time and effort and work in to educate yourself. It's just like I always tell people, anybody can be a fitness model, but are you willing to do the diet, go to the gym twice a day, hire a trainer, spend all the money on supplements and things that you need? We all have the physical body. We know our genetics are capable, but not everybody is willing to do what it takes. So, um, wow, that's
That was awesome. I was holding up this stuff. I was holding up this stuff. I do this all the time. And listen, I keep my samples on my desk because I'm always doing a hangout, or I'm always, I do a ton of private Google Hangouts with people because, and that's the other thing people should do. Make sure you get a Google Hangout account. They're free, and you
yep.
can do conferences. You can do them live like we're doing now, or you can do them private with a group. And what I encourage people to do is look. Um, the sampling process is put in place so you can get these out to people, right? Either hand them out or you can do them digitally. And of course, there's some more updates on that because we can cover that probably next week or the week after, wherever the case is. But here's the point: all these are the tools that we are using to build the business. And what you have to ask yourself this morning is that, are you doing, like what Kasaya said, are you doing what's necessary to actually build your business every day? Are you doing the posts? Are you sharing? Are you liking other people's stuff? Don't jump into social media marketing and saying, oh, I'm not going to be liking other people's stuff. Let me tell you something. I like a ton of people's stuff. I even like stuff from other companies that are out there, so that people start to see what's going on with me, and then they like mine. They send me a friend request. So, I want people to understand that you have to be a positive person in this business. There's no lone thinking, okay? You have to think positively to make it work, but you also have to think above and say, how are you going to attract people to liking your particular style or your personality, how you make it work? These are the important things. That's why I have these on my desk all the time. I show people, here's how I make the business work. And it's really funny. I met a gentleman yesterday down at Starbucks, down about 20 minutes from where I live, and he was amazed that I came totally prepared, that I could show him the tools that we went through this morning on JMobile, and the fact that I left him and his wife. His wife wasn't with him, but I left him a sample for himself and his wife to use. You've got to be prepared in this business. Do I know that's going to turn into another $1 million earner? I have no idea. I wish that was the case, but I'd rather put forth that positive energy and have those kinds of thoughts with my business meetings than to not have them show up and say, well, I wasn't totally prepared and I didn't know what I was doing with those particular individuals.
I completely agree. We are running out of time, but there's a couple questions real quickly that I think we can
Let's hit it.
cover.
Let's do it.
Okay. So the first question was, are the alerts are from your phone only? Correct. The alerts are going to come through as push notifications. Elaine says, what do we do about Propectin on the Secrets of Jeunesse? I don't have the authority to answer that question for you because we're still waiting for official how we're handling that. So I would say just keep sharing the Secrets of Jeunesse. It's not a big deal. That product's not going to
Yeah.
be available right now. But all the other products are amazing, and I will give you an update as soon as I know more from corporate. Where to find the Secrets of Jeunesse video English version? Grace, that's an amazing question because if you've downloaded the app and whatever language is on your device is the language that your app is going to read in. So if you download it in Spanish, then you're going to see all Spanish stuff and have all the Spanish videos. So um, I will talk to our tech team about maybe adding additional options. Adam, that was something that you asked for as well, being able to have the videos in multiple languages to be able to send. And then can you explain again how to download the JMobile app on my iPhone? Go to
Yeah.
joffice.jeunesseglobal.com and click on the link. It's a live link. It will say download from the App Store. Do that from your mobile device. So I would open up Safari and I would go to joffice.jeunesseglobal.com and then I would click on the download from the App Store and it will open right in your phone and you can download it from there. You can also go into the App Store and search for Jeunesse Global or J Mobile, and it will come up. Um, okay, thank you guys for your comments. This is amazing. Thank you guys so much for being here this morning. So appreciate your feedback. I just want to commend you guys to keep pursuing, keep showing up on Saturday mornings, keep watching the replays, watching the tutorials, and keep asking questions. Asking questions is a great way to learn more about the business. I'm telling you, you don't have to be an expert, but it is good to know. And knowledge is power, and the more skills you have, the more money you can make. So, Adam, any words in closing? What an amazing hangout today.
Yeah, no, I got comments coming in on the phone. Just letting people look. This channel is put out. Kasaya and myself. We want to educate you on how you make all these things work in your business. That's why we encourage you to reach out. If you have questions, to reach out to me on Facebook or reach out to me on Google Plus or Twitter, whatever the case is. Do the same thing for Kasaya. We like following up with you. We like telling you how to make it work or solving the issue so that we advance your business. And the other thing is bring your teams to this channel every single week. Every Saturday, unless it's announced, holidays or what have you, we do these things. Why? Because, and this is a social piece, right? In other words, we don't care if you have your cup of coffee, your Starbucks, if you're munching or whatever. We keep it real. We want you to be very, very successful in the business. And those are my parting thoughts, is have exposed this to more people so that you can build an incredible team. And then we'll see you on the beaches of the world, like Macau.
Yes, exactly. Guys, again, thank you so much for watching today's Hangout. If you're watching the replay right now, also definitely leave your comments. We want to hear your feedback. We want to hear what's working for you, what you need help with. Let us help you. We hope to see you on the next Jworld Live Hangout. Thanks so much for tuning in. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. We'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.